The beautiful game, footy, football, soccer for my fellow American friends out there. 12 days ago, the biggest name in soccer decided to make a YouTube channel of all things, and it's completely broken the internet. Of course, I'm talking about one of the greatest footballers of all time, a little man named Messi. Of course, I'm talking about one of the greatest footballers of all time, a man who at nearly 40 years old is still playing professionally and banging in goals for fun, and it doesn't look like he's quitting anytime soon. The man who has the record for the most goals in the Champions League, the man who puts the C in CR7. Yeah, we're talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. How's it going, guys? I'm Finn. Welcome back to finnfilms. So like 12 days ago, Cristiano Ronaldo decided to make a YouTube channel, and then within like 3 days, he's hit like 55 million subscribers. Like, what the f is this dude? That's like the most insane growth I've ever seen in my entire life. Literally within just like a couple of days, he went from making his channel to being like one of the top 10, maybe even top 5 like most subscribed YouTube channels like on the platform. Come on, bro, that's like not even fair. I mean, this insane growth in popularity shouldn't come as a surprise to like really anyone, as Cristiano is probably the most famous athlete in the entire world. He might be the most famous person in the entire world. Like, if you speak to someone who knows nothing about football, soccer, like they're not a fan at all, they don't care about the sport, and you ask them to name at least 1 or 2 professional players, I can almost guarantee you they're going to say either Cristiano Ronaldo, CR7, or Messi. My guy has completely transcended the sport of football and is now like a complete global icon and a brand, a fashion icon, just an icon as a person in general. I am pretty sure that he is the most followed person in the world across all of his social media accounts, which is like insane to think about. I do know for sure that he is the most followed account on Instagram. So then I was curious, like, what does the most famous man in the world post on his channel? So why don't we take a look at his content, starting with his first video, which he dropped around 12 days ago. The video's a little over a minute long. It has 33 million views. The video titled, "The Time I Met the Most Famous Cristiano Ronaldo." That was it. It's literally just a video of him seeing this like wax-like statue of himself for the first time. Okay, a little underwhelming, but let's take a look at the next video. You know, maybe that was just like a kind of warm-up teaser video for the channel. Second video, "This is how I overcome adversity in my life." 5.7 million views. Okay, inspiring. 45 seconds long though.
No, I think everything that happens in life happens for a reason.
What the f is this? It's like some weird AI voiceover dub, like while he's speaking Portuguese. Like, why did they do this? Just give me the subtitles. I don't need AI Richard speaking to me in English. I can just read the subtitles. Yeah, this is a bit of a running theme so far here with CR7 Ronaldo's channel. A whole lot of nothing. Very short videos with basically little to no substance, with the most views I've ever seen in my f***ing life. Like the next video, 24 seconds, 8 million views. It's literally just Ronaldo talking about the first goal that he scored for Portugal. The video being like actually 20 seconds long with like a good 5-6 second intro and outro. Okay, the video after this is a little better, 3 minutes long, 14 million views, and it's just him and his wife talking, and oh, there's that AI voiceover dub again. The video is basically just her glazing him about how successful he is and how successful the channel that they are making is going to be. The next video continues the trend, 30 seconds, 7 million views, titled "You Will Know the Real Cristiano and Georgina." That's his wife, by the way, and there's like no context in the video at all. Of course, I'm only clowning here, guys. This is just a little bit of jokes, a little bit of the bants, if you will. At this point, I mean, it's his channel. He could do whatever he wants with it, and literally this man could post literally whatever he wanted and still bang millions of views. I mean, Cristiano could literally post a like 30-second video of him sleeping, and I'm sure that that would do at least 3 million views. It's actually crazy the impact that this guy has, like, as a celebrity in the world. I will say that over the last couple of days, he has actually started posting some longer form content, specifically like a podcast style interview he did with his former teammate and Manchester United legend Rio Ferdinand. This is more the kind of type of content that I would want to see from like Cristiano, a kind of better look at who this man is, his beliefs, his thoughts, his personal relationships, like all these types of things that kind of pull back the layer on like the brand image of Cristiano Ronaldo, and a little bit of a closer look at like the man himself and kind of what's made him so successful at, up till this point. Like Ronaldo has this very kind of like carefully cultivated like media image that he's developed over the years. So like with content like this, with Rio, with him being with a person who is his friend, it's kind of way more of a casual setting, and we really get a chance to kind of see Cristiano with his guard down and see more of like the personal side of him in really his thoughts and beliefs on stuff. And that's something that I'm way more interested, much more than like a 30-second video on like, I don't know, like him shooting a ball with his kid. Oh, also, side note, he calls his subscribers subscribers, which I don't know why, but is absolutely hilarious to me and kind of wholesome in a way. I mean, it's actually pretty clever, whoever came up with that idea. You know, props to you, because it is really funny. Obviously, Ronaldo is famous for the "see" thing that he does whenever he scores goals. Really, just he does it all the fucking time. See! I think this is really kind of one of the cool things about YouTube and how YouTube has developed over the last like 5 years, and how YouTube has become way more mainstream. Over the last like 4 or 5 years, we've seen way more celebrities kind of start YouTube channels, and it's been really interesting seeing like what exactly kind of content they do and make, like when they can post their own things on their own. Obviously, a lot of them start like podcasts, some of them play games, and some just want to talk about stuff that's important to them. Whatever they do, I do think it's pretty cool to see YouTube grow from this place that was once just like memes, cat videos, prank videos, YouTubers like PewDiePie, people doing Let's Plays, things like this, to now a video site where literally any type of content that you want exists, ranging from like all sorts of people, from literal kids to nerdy guys like me who just commentate on media all day, to now like massive superstars and famous people like Cristiano Ronaldo. A lot of people hate on Ronaldo, and I do understand why. I mean, when you are that popular, you are obviously going to have some haters to kind of balance that out. It's just the nature of things. And obviously, there's his eternal rivalry with one Leo Messi. And it does seem like the Messi fans are basically sworn to hate on him, as, you know, he is kind of locked in this forever debate on who is the GOAT, the greatest player of all time in soccer, in football. As well, a lot of people think that Ronaldo's just like a really cocky human being, that he's really self-centered, so he gets a lot of hate for stuff like that. And I mean, to be fair, my dude is definitely cocky, but can you really blame him when he's had like this level of success and fame in his life, as well, when he looks like this? I mean, my dude is almost 40 at this point, and he's still banging in goals for fun in the Saudi Arabian Pro League. Of course, the Saudis threw the bag at him to get him to go actually play there, but that's not important. I do think that he is cocky, but really his cockiness just seems like a product of his like self-belief, the belief in himself, which has very much driven him to be as successful as he is at this point. It's kind of one of the nice things about like being an American that follows soccer and football, being a football fan, because the sport isn't like massive here. It's growing in popularity, but like compared to like how it is in other countries, it's nowhere near to the same level. Because of that, you don't really need to have like an allegiance to any team as an American who watches soccer. You can kind of just like watch unbiased and just enjoy the best level of soccer, you know, from kind of a neutral's perspective, and just enjoy the game for what it is, and just enjoy watching the best players. To me, I'm more of like a fan of like players themselves, the people themselves, than like any really one team. That's kind of like my favorite thing about like soccer as a sport, about football as a sport, is finding players you like and then watching them kind of develop and get better over the course of their career and as they mature as humans. I mean, these kids start playing this sport so young at such a high level. It's like super common now to see like teenagers playing professionally, these kind of shining beacons of talents, and it's really cool getting to watch their careers and their talents develop as they get older and seeing them attempt to reach their potential. I mean, it does make me kind of feel like what were you doing at 16, 17 years old? Me, I was just driving around in my car, just enjoying my time with my friends playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. These kids out here, literally making, thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars at times, being professional athletes at like the age of like 15, 16, 17 years old. I mean, this is even true with guys like, Messi and Ronaldo. Both of them have super interesting stories of like their childhood, their youth, and how they've got to the kind of, the professional level that they're at now. Ronaldo has told this story a lot, but like when he was 11 years old, he left home to go play and live in a footballing academy. And when he left home, he cried like an absolute baby because he didn't want to leave his mom.
As I told you before, I left my house with 11, 12 years old. I cry every day. So for me, it was the main point. The big switch of my life was to suffer a lot in that moment. When I moved with 11, 12 years old, there was the really hard for me without my family, my mom, my daddy, my brothers and sisters. Imagine your kid with 11 years old to go London to, I don't know, another country.
Or like Messi's story with Barcelona. Messi had a growth deficiency as a young boy, a young lad. I mean, you think that he is short now. He was absolutely tiny as a young boy, but he was still super talented. So Barcelona decided to invest in him and pay for like his growth hormone treatment to help his body kind of mature and reach a little more of a normal size. And I just think that that's such a crazy, cool, interesting story. I mean, even looking at these pictures of like a young Cristiano when he was 19, 20 are just wild to see this and then see what he looks like now. Who would have thought this kind of young, goofy, lanky, talented kid from Portugal would eventually become one of the greatest players of all time and one of, if not the most famous person on earth? Absolutely crazy, dude. But yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo is a YouTuber, and within a few years, he could easily become like the biggest YouTuber on the platform, which is just kind of wild to think about. As always, if you did enjoy this video, learn something new, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, as your engagement on this channel helps the channel grow way more than I think you realize, guys. If you did enjoy this video, then why don't you check out some of my other videos and content on screen now. As always, I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you again so much for watching. Stay safe out there. Until next time, peace, love, Adu.